a way to make a reader post preset via button calls up on Universal just via call.
Dennis, are you in here still?
I am. I'm waiting to jump in on that.
JJ, if you have time to put up the Fenwick frame, if they're going to start mic checks early, or give me a resync if you've got bandwidth. Now, while you have your hand raised, do you have a question that you want to put into the chat or ask in audio? Yes, so the ISOs are routed from Zoom. So there, if I'm right in saying this, there are 5 ISO machines, each with 4 outputs coming into the constellation. And then JJ has both manual control of that routing, but also there's an automatic routing system as well, which I'm less familiar with. I'll let someone else answer that. I think that answers your question. Inputs on the switcher, is that correct? Yeah. Thanks, JJ.
Okay, we're good there. And I will confirm to Josh that you are 2.0 cutter, Richard.
Thank you, Dennis. And Fenwick frame when you get a chance, JJ, but you're probably on that already. And I'm just adding to the pane.
Fenwick frame, but please animate it. And then already the countdown, please. And load the new universe file. And by the way, I just did the Isadora file, so also reload that. And please install Windows 11. Thanks.
But then uninstall Windows 11 to go back to Windows 10.
Oh yeah, totally. Before the show, please go back to Windows 10.
Thanks to Lockin. He's just answered Nawal's question as well. There are multiple things being routed. The MultiFuse 16, as we see in here, which is under OH 2.02. And then obviously the MultiFuse, which is the constellation itself. And then there's a video hub in there as well, which all can be controlled because they're all Blackmagic. They can all be controlled via Isadora, I believe.
Correct. It's a TCP actor that can be made to control them.
Now, well, you have another question. I think Talak might be better to answer that question, or Eunice.
So I've got confirmation that Alex will take over traffic management in the second hour.
Copy that.
Is there someone who would like to be RFI documenter? This is basically just noting down anything anyone calls out that's broken so we can note it and improve it for next time.
RFI. Richard, you know the hyperdeck?
Uh-huh.
On the 2 drives, can I use them both?
Yeah, simultaneously?
Well,
do you mean, or
can I use hard drive 1 as the background, which we've been using, and hard drive 2 as the countdown clock?
No, it's one source only.
Brilliant.
That annoyed me very much when I first bought the £1,500 machine that does one thing.
Okay.
And not that well necessarily.
Eunice, does your PlayOutB does it for me yet? I'm
Doesn't
sure
do
it does.
ProRes yet. Can you make that ProRes version of PlayOutB like right now, Eunice?
I mean, if you open the PlayOutB window on a Safari browser in macOS, it does support ProRes.
Really?
Oh, okay.
But I'd highly not recommend you do that, especially loading off a Raspberry Pi.
Dennis, I'll take notes if nobody else volunteered.
Thanks, Keith.
Where are they going in the end? They end up in Discord.
Okay, let's see if I can get
Yeah, if you can just stick them in a text file, then I can put the relevant things into the GitHub issues.
Oh, okay. I'll just send them to you then at the end.
Perfect.
That's the Fenwick burn that comes with the Fenwick frame.
playing. Play back. Okay, I have no idea if it's playing or not.
Maybe you- okay.
Oh, it's really low.
I think that's a good confirmation that the smart speaker is activated by audio, because Tony was talking, but he was so low that it didn't kick in smart speaker.
Yeah, I looked into Smart Speaker and I know how to fix it. We probably want to switch it over to normal Zoom's active speaker for now, and then go back to something else as soon as we develop that.
Sure thing.
It is going off the is speaking, which is the, if you see in the frames in the gallery view, is speaking is the small bottom border thing, and not like the whole border thing. So there's up to 3 people able to speak at the same time, which throws it off.
What's up, JJ?
How so now that I have the hyperdeck in place and I have the file in place, how do I play that just in time for the countdown and cut to it?
You have it in Hyperdeck.
Yeah. Do you have eyes on program?
I do. Yes, on the multi-view. Yes,
Okay.
I have it.
So ready? That's it right there. Oh no, that's not it. This is it right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do I play that in time?
In what do you mean in time, on the specific moment, or you just?
Yes.
What source is it on? What's the input number?
Hyperdeck 1. Input.
You want to go into ATEM software control, connect the hyperdeck in there, and then you can play it. Press play in the remote things.
Was that what you're asking? Is how to activate it through software control?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then that's,
Because we can't do it here. We can't. There's nothing in Universe that allows us to do it.
No, there's
Yeah,
nothing
so
you
you-
have to do on your end. Yeah.
In ATEM software control on the right bar, let me open mine up real quick.
You have access to the ATEM software control, just to confirm.
JJ?
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah.
So you go to the Mixer tab, and then on media players, here are all your hyperdecks.
You might have
There
to
you
add
can
a
press
hyperdeck
play.
first, Eunice, in settings though.
Yeah, you go into settings, hyperdeck, add it in here. Then complain about that it will
Oh, I already
unadd itself.
it's
So
already,
you add it in here?
yeah,
You did-
well, let me make sure. I'm pretty sure I did that already.
Perfect.
And then you should be able to just play it in here.
Let me go back. Switcher settings. Yeah, that's part of my build. Hyperdecks 1 and 2. Yep, it's there. Okay. Cancel. But what I don't have is how to put my damn windows in the way. So you went to media players. I have both my hyperdecks listed there, and I have hyperdeck 1. So I just hit play. Like cut
Yeah.
to it.
Just play, and then you can cut to it. It's not
How do I cut to
connected.
You can also
Oh,
set
okay.
it to auto roll when you cut to it directly.
That'd be nice.
Which input is it on?
I think it's 34.
Then cut to input 34. And
I labeled
then-
it though.
and I can add a button for that.
Okay.
That's the first RFI for today. Add a button to cut to the hyperdeck on 34.
Oh, button 16 is working again. That's nice. Thanks for that.
Yep.
Button 16 is not working. Well,
No.
JJ didn't update the file.
It is working. I'm saying
It is working.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
did
you
it.
JJ
update-
fixed it earlier on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thanks for getting that sorted.
Thanks for kicking me in the butt, Jonas. Jonas.
Thanks for not you. But that's not the correct file, though, right? You fixed
No.
it manually.
No, I fixed it manually yesterday. Because everyone in the room said, that should be really easy, McKenna. Why can't you figure it out?
Yeah, it is really easy. Yeah, because I created all, if you look at my image, I created all these amazing new presets for. This is one TD interface, and
Yeah, those
here's another one for the people that like to cut it like an atom. And there's a black source in here now, which
Yeah,
previews the black.
your numbers are the wrong way around. 1 through 16 need to be vertically arranged.
Yeah, we can change that.
That I can do.
That is easily enough. I do find we might want to change that in the multi-view versus the programming of the buttons, because it's unnormal to have it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down instead of to the right.
Jonas, did I dismiss an issue that you raised there?
Yeah, just add an issue that we want to add a button that cuts to the hyperdeck, which is on input 34. And if you just put that into the RFI, I'll create it later.
Got it.
Awesome stuff, Jonas.
Shoot.
Danny, Keith, Gudrun, and Alan, and Nawel, any other questions? Feel free to let us know, because we're kind of just talking and riffing on discussing what the changes are and the little background things. But feel free to come in and ask anything that you want to know.
Would like to think that we might be able to schedule a meeting for next year, start of next year, to go over the architecture that we wanna finish
Yeah.
Office Hours 2.0 in, and set ourselves a bit of a deadline so we get it done. Maybe middle of February. If we aim for end of January, it will be done in middle of February, something.
Did that work for you, JJ, by the way? Is that all set for you?
Say it again.
The playback, is that all okay for you? Did you
Um,
with the hyperdeck? Are you happy enough?
I couldn't find the right input on the ATEM.
Sorry, say that again. I didn't quite catch that.
Couldn't find the right button clicks in the ATEM. I can do it in the mix effect.
Okay. Got a practice activation of it. Are you happy enough?
I think I can do it. Let's see. So if I go here, I spent a lot of time in mix effect yesterday trying to fix the inputs. Why don't I have all these buttons on my ATEM? Okay, so if I do this. What? Wait, where'd it go? Okay, let's do this. String key. Oh,
We're live with the test.
shoot. Active speaker. Sorry. What? I think I need to turn off. Okay, so I'm gonna hide that because I don't think I'm supposed to see that. So why we have this here, right? Okay. Okay, so let me go to take this off the air. Good. Uh-oh. Okay, Bill. What? Okay. Hyperdeck. Okay, and then go to play it. Oops, nothing. Speaker. Did someone hit cut? Or is it me?
That was me just to move over the smart speaker rather than active speaker because smart speaker doesn't go to black when Alex talks.
Alex is black at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
terrible.
that's the smart speaker when cameras are off doesn't cut to it. Hopefully. Well, at least it didn't. Now it's kind of doing it.
Alex really hates the encoder, it seems.
Yeah.
Like
Well, look at
that
the
countdown
bookmark.
will kill any encoder. But it looks pretty nice.
Yeah. It does look like we're about to do an animation and like a Looney Tunes.
That's all, folks.
Yeah, that's the next step on 0. It opens up and we transition into it. Or the black replace the black with the panel you already see working on or something.
Noel, you have a question.
Can we lose the Oh no, of course, it's triggering all the time. That really is a high priority to fix, the ability to turn off lower thirds.
Then add
I
tag
thought-
to that.
I thought that you said yesterday that text off works for that.
It does,
works
but
temporarily.
they come back immediately. Someone else speaks.
Yeah. You have to constantly do it.
Yeah, we need to be able to just switch it off and it not do anything.
Okay. Just have a button to a gate, Jonas.
Click or go on the asset. Would you like to start at 5 till? Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, it looks crazy here, so let me catch up so you can see it.
So what's going on with smart speaker right now?
It's down at the moment.
There you go, Alex.
We're going to probably just wait to resync once JJ's finished with
Okay,
this.
sorry, got it back. Mute and
I would disagree with Jeffrey.
yeah.
It's the perfect
Totally
time.
disagree. I'll get the meters there.
One thing at a time.
Yeah. I'll
But
exactly.
yeah, do your sound check and then do your frame and then move on to the next person. There you go. Alex has set the order.
I like the new 4 answer source, JJ.
I'll make it. Say that again.
I like the new 4 answer super source.
Oh, you saw it. Damn it. How'd you guys see it? Oh, you looked over there. There you go.
'Cause it's up.
Yeah, I built those yesterday. While you guys were doing useful things, I was doing stupid things.
When you have a chance, JJ, can we check and see if we can get the resync, if gets Smart Speaker working again?
Okay. Set up outputs.
Just answer Nawal's question. Top left are the routing the ISOs and super sources. So that's JJ's section at the top is routing who goes into which number on the 1 to 6, 1 to 20, and then the super sources as well. I'll let JJ at some stage talk through that because he knows that better.
It looks like active speaker's working.
It's on again, but it looks of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So George is there.
Do we want to leave the meter in the MultiView 16?
No. I'll deal with that a little bit. I think now's good. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3. Who do I have? Rupert. Wow, Rupert's second page. Guy Cochran. 5. Good. Ferguson. Where's Bill? I almost replaced Josh.
I think that's programming 3.1, isn't it, as well?
And 18, 19, 18. I'm putting Rupert in program. Rupert in 9. Okay. Wait, what is that? What's in 14?
We've got Alex in node 4.2. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that was a frozen frame.
What is that?
Which one? Are you
Oh,
talking about 4.2?
Weird. No, JJ Cuesta.
Just a quick heads
did
up, I will be a really bad panelist today because I need to duck out 20 minutes into the show to come back for the second hour. and I'll make
Cool, yeah.
sure to turn off my camera to make you angry, JJ.
Remove him from the 16.
Where is he?
Why don't
Is
you
he
just
really
turn your
going
camera
to
off for the whole first hour?
Dark.
That'd be an easy solution.
Because he wants to be an annoying panelist, Dennis, not a good panelist.
Yeah, we need to break the system.
What's the challenge?
See, what is Doug? I'll do the worst thing possible. I'll Doug Ferguson.
That's
Actually,
about 4 minutes
John,
out.
does-
JJ.
John Wallace
Do you
has
want
done a
to
lot of
reset?
answers.
That's 4 minutes out. Do you want to reset the countdown?
Thank you. 4 minutes?
That's seems to be 4 minutes to go if he starts on time.
Okay.
Did you hear that, JJ?
Yeah.
Lose the countdown clock.
So he's going to send that immediately, and we'll get that in.
I'm gonna get the damn thing out. What was that? Hyperdeck 2. Is that still playing? Let me check and verify.
It's on 16.
Yes. Okay, good. That's playing. So I can get out of this altogether. Go over here, over here, super source, am I ready for that? Go to presets, verify that, good. Take house, cut, super source board, cut. That's good, okay, cutting to that. There you go. And active speaker, cut. All right, there we go.
Can I run through a check, JJ? Are you happy enough for me to take control?
Yes. I think so. Oh, API on.
API is
Great.
on now.
Good. Ready?
Hey, can you reenact cascade mode, please?
Thank you.
So to everyone watching,
Oh,
I'm
it
just
is on.
running through into the
Cascade
preview
mode is
bus.
on.
I don't
Every
just
button.
speak. And I don't
Richard-
see this or host on next to your new super source.
Yeah, Richard, can you click on host super source?
Yep. Host super source.
No, no.
Oh,
Over on
host
the
super
right.
source. Sorry, host super source. Yes,
That
that
fix
is
it?
working. And reader super source looks like it's working as well.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Oh, it doesn't have Bill in it. There you go.
Okay, thank you for moving Bill.
There's
Okay, there we
Bill
go. Thank you,
Is
Alex.
off right now.
Alex. Well, he's
It's off. Yeah.
flat screen. All right, well, at least I can see 5. That's all I really care about. Okay, I need to set up my stuff so I can see.
Sorry, was there a question from Alo?
Yes, he was asking about the upper section, JJ. The upper section of Universe where we have the source connections and the routing
So-
connection.
So theoretically, that now, all right. Now
Now
that's
what?
where I would, I could configure the outputs for the lower section. So upper section is supposed to be, and so you can't see here, but if you look at this monitor, you'll see I've got an additional field that you can't see on the back end. That field is my inventory list. So when I synchronize the data using Zoom ISO to pull in all the sources of the folks who have cameras on, I then get an inventory list on here on the left, and I get a notification that over here. This is just communication between Isadora and Universe. It's an output field or feedback field. Microphone open. So I take this inventory list after I've set up the outputs here, which I think you can see, and I tweak what's necessary for the 16 up, the sources from which the person who's a TD will cut and use those sources as input sources for the show. So if, for instance, Richard wanted to manually put in the preview window, which I think you can see, I'll do it real quick. 1, Alex, 2, 3, 4. So those numbers correlate in the matrix to these that I can assign manually if I need to, which I did because at the start at the top of the show here, where Rupert McRae is in location 9, it was initially program. And I don't need program in there double because it'll confuse folks. Also, the meters, the WH audio meters, that's where Guy is right now in location 5. So I take the name from inventory. It goes up here in the field, which I think you can see, and then I select the location I'm going to replace it. That then allows the PD to use these controls down here at the bottom to cut the show. Sorry if I'm talking loudly. I've got program in my other ear. Apologies. Speaking of that, I need to pin this. Okay.
Stand by. We're at top of the show. We're 1 minute 30 seconds past. And thanks, JJ, for that.
A bug to file, Keith. The
Check today,
done
baby.
button on questions should trigger a change in the super source to remove the reader, which it currently isn't doing.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Those of us
Okay,
who are,
got that, Dennis.
you're welcome to stay outside as an attendee, or you're welcome to raise your hand and come inside if you want to see the multiple screens on this training webinar.
I need water. Time.
No, I was talking just to anyone who's in the attendee mode in this training webinar. Just if they want to come inside to get the different multi-views, they're welcome to just raise their hand.
Maybe I should put as much garbage in there.
It's inflexible.
Google Draw, MS Paint. You do that with Google Draw too? Am I forgetting anything?
I need to remind Josh to turn off his.
Stand by.
There he is. Thank you,
Good.
Josh.
Oops.
Oh, Josh's camera's gone.
Camera.
Will you remove Josh from the multi-view?
Was he planning to leave?
I'm not too sure what was happening there, but he's out of it.
Who's here? Fredo.
We've got Predo. We've got Rupert and Doug. And
He's already
John.
there. Okay.
George, the link is there. I messaged him back when he said he asked, "Is it the same link?" Underneath the link that I posted, which says this is the link. So I'm not too sure what didn't work on that end, but I let him know as well. But thank you for doing that as well, George.
Did Kaufman really leave?
I think he's coming in here.
Okay.
Super source is
Yep,
inaccurate.
Source is not working.
What's not working?
Super source did not fill with Rupert.
Yeah, because Rupert didn't have his hadn't been accepted when
Okay.
we went to the question.
Confirmed.
No hands on the second or third questions.
Oh, come on.
Mitchell has put his hand up for this question.
Oh, question reader and host button are working.
Cool.
Right.
I expect the super source may update when Mitchell gets accepted. Mitchell has been accepted. Super source is good.
Copy that.
Yeah, so I left 2 and 1 alone. I did modify 4 and 3 super sources.
And you modified each consecutive box shift, right?
No, I changed the files. I changed the graphic files themselves. I left the names. Left the names the same.
Yeah, but I mean,
I didn't touch Isadora.
you didn't just copy and paste them. You shift the box number across, right?
I didn't copy and paste them. So my process, and by the way, my process discovered another bug in Mixeffect, which
Just a heads up, the super source didn't update then either.
Yeah, the hand went up after the question was live. That I think is why.
Thank you very much.
So that's a bug that needs filing.
probably try fixing that. We get back to do my real job, fix Mixeffect. Okay, where's John?
We can discuss this after. If somebody can put in the RFI, just discussing the new super sources.
If I can tell you as soon as I get my brain on. Sorry, I'm just trying to.
No hands on this question.
Devices in here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So when creating this, I discovered a bug in Mixeffect. I built these in Mixeffect, Philip. I took the originals that were there, the very first original. I tried to edit, and I found a bug that you can't edit it. It won't save the edit. I tried that many times, modifying that file, saving multiple times, or trying to save multiple times, which is basically you click the little lock box on the right-hand side in Mixeffect, and that's supposed to take that change. It didn't work. So I talked to Adam after 3 days of fighting with myself, trying to figure out what was wrong. And Adam said, "Oh, that's a bug. Thanks for finding it." So what he added last night in the new version of Mixeffect, which I was working on this last night, is you take the original file, you duplicate
Two
it.
hands on the next question. Rupert is the first.
Copy that.
Take the original file, duplicate that file, and then modify that new file. And what I did is I took into account, obviously, the need
Super
to make
source
sure
ready.
that everything can shift as need be for the versions of 4 and 3 in the various iterations. That is to say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 4, 1, 2, 3.
Great.
And I made those changes different because I'm not an idiot. When it's really simple tasks like that.
Well, no, I'm not
For
saying
3,
asking.
for 3, I had to figure out the math between the center points. So I just did that all. I masked that. It was actually really easy, especially since I spent 3 days trying to do it beforehand and couldn't save it. So I got really good at making these changes.
Yeah.
So now this morning I downloaded actually last night I uploaded the new version of Mix Effect onto the box, and but I didn't have any way to test it last night because I was at home, exhausted because I sleep really early.
Yeah.
And we'll see this morning. I think I saw the 4 worked, so we'll see if 4 3 2 1 3 2 3 3 4 1 2 3 4 2 3 4 1 3 4 1 2 and 4 1 2 3 work. We'll see. I think they will. And to do that, since I didn't have a way to test it, I kept all the names the same.
Cool.
And also listening to Alex's comments this morning about how he wants to stop using, I forget what it was he said, but he wants to use more super sources. I think hopefully leans us further in that direction.
Great.
Next question
Oh,
has
all-
3 hands.
all I was
TJ
asking.
is the first.
Make sure that the
Copy that.
percent up there.
Sorry, Clement?
Yeah, that's all I was asking, is just to make sure that the procession is done and not the first one or whatever.
Well, what I didn't do, and this is what I was wondering if you were worried about, is I didn't change the speed. Benwick, I didn't change the speed of movement for the boxes.
Yeah.
And I did before. I've set it to point, I think 5 frames I changed it to, so it's minuscule the amount of transition time. Alex I think said he wanted just an instantaneous, but I left it at the 5 frame movement speed. So I think you'll still see some movements. We'll see.
All right, I gotta jump off and I'll be back.
Thanks, Dylan.
Dang, we need more people.
Super Source is missing Mitchell.
Confirmed.
Okay, let me go to here.
Do you want to try pressing DSS reset, see if it fixes it?
Do you want me or JJ?
Whoever's nearest the button.
I'm very close to the button, but I tend not to press those buttons because they're buttons that I don't like to
Oh.
press.
We've got a different
Oh,
layout.
Yes.
It worked though.
All right. I was for sure I'd broken it.
Ooh.
I wonder why I didn't take Mitchell.
No hands on the next question.
And Richard, did you click a button to make that three appear?
I did the DSS reset.
Bill has his hand up.
Copy that.
Has been accepted. Super Source is updated. Still no hands on the next question.
Copy that.
One hand, next question, TJ.
Copy that.
Mitchell has raised his hand, hasn't been accepted.
Copy that.
He's been accepted. Super Source is ready.
Copy that. Yes.
No more hands on this question.
Copy that.
Jeffrey's the first hand on the next question. There is a hand pending.
Copy that.
And that's been accepted. SuperSource is good. And you're
Okay.
right already.
And just to say to those in the meeting, if you have questions as we go through, feel free to pop them into the chat or raise your hand, and we'll try and answer them as we go through when there's bandwidth. Using a slightly different cutting method today, which is less intensive, just going between active speaker and SuperSource predominantly. If you're an attendee and you want to come in, just raise your hand. If you want to see the different multi-views and so forth in the back end, just raise your hand. Yeah.
One more hand has gone up.
Copy that.
It's Chris Fenwick.
I'm muted. Sorry, I'm muted. Now, I just read your question. I missed the second half of your question. The upper left-hand corner of the screen, where one can see Josh Kaufman in the text, to the right of those are two more columns labeled SuperSource 1 and SuperSource 2. Those are reflective or representative of the super sources that are available inside the ATEM. As you can see right now in the preview, there's a host and reader super source. That is SuperSource 1. In it, we have location or node 1 and node 2. I manually set those.
Smart speaker is stuck. It has moved on.
I manually set those using the inventory fields. And I click, once I have the person's name highlighted from the inventory field, I then click on the location SuperSource 1 and 2 in the SuperSource 1 setting. So node 1, node 2. SuperSource 2 is controlled entirely by Isadora. So I don't touch that at all. That column, I don't touch. In fact, when I have tried to touch it, it doesn't work the way I expect it to work. So SuperSource 1, box 1 and 2 are the only ones that are actually useful to me. Yes, Danny, the SuperSource 2 auto-populates.
Two hands on the
So
next
it's one,
question.
but
Jesse is the first.
Copy that. Jesse's at 14. Is that right? That Jesse?
Jesse
Or
Costa.
that's Sam. Sorry, thank you.
So that is the guy with the bow tie.
Yeah, 14. Thank you very much. For those who are new to seeing Universe as well as the Multiview 16, everything's named OH node and so on and so forth due to the computers that are running them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, the 5 different Mac Minis that are running them, and then the different inputs coming from Zoom ISO for each of those computers. Multiviews run in columns, as in 1, 2, 3, and 4 correspond to node 1.1, node 1.2, and so on and so forth. So they tend to run in columns. So you'll see that reflected in the Universe controller, that everything runs from top to bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so forth. So we're talking about Jesse in node 4.2. He's in 14 here. The Multiview 16 only has 16 inputs, which means that there are 4 inputs additional to that, which are in the bottom of the Multiview, which you'll see is node 5.1 and so on and so forth, which is the bottom 4 of the Multiview. Gudrun, I don't have, I have reader view on a different computer. I don't have the capability of sharing it at the moment. And because Dennis is going to be on the panel later on today, we're not able to share it from his end today. So I think another day we'll be able to pop the reader view for McKenna back in. If you need the multi-pin, I think we might need to give you that ability. So allow the multi-pin. There we go. Yeah, I've just added her there.
I think I made her a co-host.
Superstore's ready.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Fastest gun in the West there, Richard.
Oh. There you are.
Sorry, Bill, I didn't. Sorry, JJ, I didn't have your 3 up there for very long.
Okay, it works.
Guy has his hand up, so it'll become a 4 now.
Copy that.
Yes. See it slide?
Oh,
What happened?
he went away. Sorry, I was trying to get your 4 up on screen for the first time. First time, intentionally, shall we say. Eduardo, we're using Zoom ISO, which gives you the ability to not I have to put it up there, sorry, because guy. We're using Zoom ISO, which gives you the ability to not see name IDs and so forth from Zoom. Some of the built benefits we have. Frozen smart speaker.
Weird, it's not freezing.
That's the second time today.
Still saying Guy Cochran too on the.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because it's coming off that. Is there a way to force it?
I think
This has to
I
wait
think
till
Dennis
the first
clicked
speaker.
fire graphic out.
Is it just Mitchell raised for this one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, so what? Eduardo, Office 2.0 is getting isolated Zoom panelists by using Zoom ISO. We use Zoom ISO for the inputs on 5 computers. And we can turn off the names using Zoom ISO.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Was that a bug with the smart speaker there where after somebody screen shared it wasn't updating?
It is indeed. So you can see we've got screen share there, which is our backup. I believe screen share is just a normal active speaker from Zoom. Isn't that correct, JJ?
Yeah, it's on the main computer. We've got another version of Zoom OSC running. That's the second screen of the main device inside of the meeting.
So it's just kind of screen scraping active speaker in which is why the color is different.
Yeah,
than the other.
that's just regular Zoom.
Guy has put his hand up.
Copy that.
Come on.
He's put his hand down.
Copy that.
All right, ask questions. These guys will raise their damn hands.
So does it mean that this guy broken?
Sorry, would you repeat that? I didn't catch that.
Is the super source broken if guy has his hand up?
He's taking it down again.
Be down.
Is that the right super source?
No.
Copy that.
Hit DSS reset. Now the hand's up. You should
Copy
see Chris
that.
Fenwick.
Nothing so far.
The hell? Okay, get Fenwick. Where's Fenwick? Fenwick's in 12.
Is that you, JJ, trying to force something? Or?
Yeah, sports again. There you go.
Thank you.
Couldn't find him.
So it's not auto updating right now?
No, that's
Rupert has his hand up but hasn't been accepted yet. He's now accepted and Supersource is ready.
there you
Awesome. Oh,
go. Ah,
cheeky. What do people think about using the super source during the questions when the question is not in? Because I don't really like the framing of it to put it in without the graphic in it as well.
Yeah,
But my preference.
maybe we could have a secondary set that fills the whole screen.
Yeah. Or at least just lowers it a bit so it evens out the frame a wee bit.
And it would just shift the naming to be the lower set.
Hmm.
And we used to use GoToMeeting heavily. So, I mean, I had 10 licenses of GoToMeeting. We use it all the time.
Meaning for 10 years.
Oh, we have some of the program audio coming in there.
That was actually me.
you can live.
Next question, one hand, Guy Cochran.
Copy that. Have to send Alex the Fenwick frame.
speaker. Coffee cup.
You know, the other problem with using screen share app backup is shift delay. It's earlier than
Didn't catch the protein on that. Philip. The problem with what?
the problem with using screen share as a backup is that it is shifted on the sync.
Oh yeah.
New hand, Mitchell. He's not accepted yet.
Copy that. Was there someone else trying to ask a question there at the same time?
Who's doing the accepting?
Well, I did then because he called on Mitchell but hadn't accepted him.
I come out of the super source directly into the panelist rather than into Alex. Timing is quite tricky.
Yeah, I tried to do that.
Yeah. Now, well, you have a question. Yes, so there's someone switching Office Hours 1.0, and we are currently in the meeting to switch Office Hours 2.0. I'm currently switching that, but hey, you could be switching that tomorrow. Of course, yeah, this is the training meeting, so this is a chance for yourselves to give it a go, to test it out, to get the grips with it, to ask questions about it, feel comfortable with it. The whole 2.0 system is in test at the moment, so there's no, massive problems. Sorry, JJ, 3.3 has gone black. So, if you have a listen, have a watch, if you want to give it a go, feel free.
Preda.
Rupert's on 5.4 if you want to move him in.
I've already got Rupert, and
Oh, you do. Thank you. So then,
yeah, I'm maxed out right now.
Okay.
It's Preda. He'll be back.
No problem.
I might move Bill there.
Well, Bill's in 16 at the moment for me, so that's helpful. I know where he is, but at the same time,
Okay.
question reader button is working as well, so I don't necessarily need to know where he is in the 16.
Yeah, that's just Preda. He'll do that like 3 times during the show.
Yeah.
Leave, come back.
You mean we don't have 30 other people off to the side who are willing to come in?
Like yesterday.
Okay.
Well, Kaufman turned his camera off.
Yeah.
Or he went.
Noel, you have another question, or is your hand still raised from the last question? No, no problem.
Super source ready.
Copy that.
All right. There's 3 answers in the next one.
If anyone else has any questions, feel free to ask them, or if you want to have a go or try something out or get to grips with the universe kind of interface, let us know. If you're an attendee of the training meeting and you want to come in to see the different screens, feel free to raise your hand.
Is there something wrong with SuperSource right now? I heard there were 3 question answers.
No,
Okay.
that's correct.
What's the next one?
Another hand coming. If you want to use super source now, you want to take reader out.
Copy that.
Where is it? Oh. Yep, that's correct.
Another hand coming.
Copy that.
And the hand's gone down.
Copy that.
Damn it.
Three on the next question. TJ is the first.
Copy that.
So what was weird in the last frame is that while 3 were up for a while, it brought back in George, who had already answered his question.
Yeah, that was because Alex hit the button.
Okay.
And I had to correct.
We've also got universe.
If he hits the
stuff
button and
on-
I hit the button at the same time, it turns it all off and everyone comes back.
Okay.
Mm. The graphics in button is stuck on universe, just to let you know. It will unstick if I press it, but just to let you know, I've seen 2 button sticks today.
Yep.
I don't know if it's a problem on my end or something else.
No, it's just universe.
Just universe doing its thing. For those watching, to get out of that, you generally just have to press it twice.
Okay, 3 hands, 4th hand gone up.
And build twice.
Yeah. Slightly early on the cut, we saw Alex flicker.
Yeah, that's me.
Great job on the SuperSource, JJ.
Okay, thank you. We'll see if it works. That's 4-3. This I'm worried about. So 3-2, that one was weird. So I don't know if Alex is going to hate that kind of transition or not.
Well, we show it to him. If he doesn't like it, he doesn't like it.
We should never really see the transition happen though. The way that Richard has been cutting, it's never on program.
I'm trying not to have it, but that's I think his preference at the moment. But it may not be the preference in the future, I suppose.
Yeah, we definitely want to capture the transitions in YouTube so we can see what they look like.
Yeah.
And then
they're
make
here.
a decision about whether we want to do it in future.
Agreed.
So maybe we can capture some upcoming ones here.
Yeah, I'll start at the second hour, and then that way we know at the 1 hour point that the transition style
Okay.
has been delivered.
Next question has one hand.
Copy that. Is there a way if the reader, I mean, I know Alex has said that the reader shouldn't ask shouldn't necessarily answer questions, but is there a way to stop him coming into the super source? Or is there a matter where I just try and use host super source instead?
Yeah, host super source.
Aye, but
Super
just means
source
that the
ready.
reader's in a completely different position then, which might be a bit
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, like a comparison to see whether or not that person's already exists inside the.
Yeah, we have to work that out. It's going to be a little tricky, but that can probably be done.
That's our food works great.
Ooh, is that on purpose?
That's no problem now. Well, I mean, I completely understand. I wonder if there's a solution from our side that we can also think of, but that's it. So it's a very good challenge to look at. And George has just messaged as well. That's no problem, George. We'll see you again soon.
I mean, there's so many albums that I'd be interested in.
Other hand gone up. Fenwick.
Copy.
Waiting to see if it's accepted.
Oh, that'd be so great. I would love to do that.
TJ's hand's gone up.
Copy that.
He's been accepted.
Copy that. Is 3.2 a camera off? Or a dropout?
Right now again. Oh wait, what? Weird.
3.2.
Mr. Anderson. Paskin? Weird. David Paskin. Okay, he's gone. Having Dennis.
Sorry, say again, JJ. I heard my name.
Putting you in at 3.2 as well.
Oh, right, okay.
Raphael. I was trying to get more people to raise their hands on this one.
Is there a reason why the super source is doing that when it's filling at the moment, doing that weird flicker?
I don't know.
So when it's filling at the moment, it will fill properly and then reverse the order and then reverse the order back within a half second.
I'll check and see if I maybe renamed the files. If I created a duplicate file inside of Mixeffect. Let me go look.
That's no problem now, Will. In terms of communication, a lot of it is the team communicating to the switcher, not the switcher communicating to the team. So I think you might be able to definitely give it a go.
Three hands on the next question, guys, first.
Copy that.
And fourth, Bill, if he's accepted, we'll give you the full floor.
Copy that. Should really try and get Dennis in each of the nodes.
I'll work on
He's
it.
been accepted.
Copy that.
Okay,
Four
four.
in.
Yes. Yeah, look at Alex.
Look at it, Alex, and enjoy the wonder.
Oh,
Just managed to get him off screen before he drank.
yeah, perfect. Well done.
When there's duplicate panels in the multi-view 16, it reminds me of one of those games we have to match. Remember who the position of the shapes?
Guess who?
Match them. Reminds me of Guess Who too.
Can you put that in real quick? go super source?
Yep.
I can point it at a minute where Alex look at all three.
Sorry, say again, JJ.
Just wanted the moment where he could look at the 4 and the 3.
Copy that.
Ooh,
Oof.
left it in. Claro, si quieres hablar español, también se puede.
No hands on the next question.
So it was around about 350, 352, JJ, if you wrote down that time.
Yeah.
Guy's put his hand up.
Copy.
Hand has been accepted. Still no hands on the next question
Copy.
or the one after that.
Copy. Definitely not. It doesn't do 4K streaming though. From you at the
I've
moment.
tried.
I thought Guy just said it did, but I wasn't listening, so I'm thinking of something else.
Two hands on the next question now. They
Copy.
haven't been accepted though.
Doch ein Bier, bitte.
You see that about the flicker?
Super source stable now.
Yeah.
Well, Tony is amazingly off center
Yeah.
and way too big.
Large in frame.
Tony's smile is larger than what we allocated on the frame for him.
I think you should send that as a note to him. Tony, you're amazingly off center.
Off center and way too loud.
So with his own audience.
You want audio in here? Oh.
I'm still waiting for the day where we do baking shows and player B is used, because what you could do
We
then
have
is as soon as you put in something into the oven, cue to the time lapse that you recorded before, and then take it out done.
Well,
Has someone
I'll grow yeast. I've done homegrown yeast.
has someone yet trademarked the Great Global Bake Off? Because if they haven't, you really should.
It would be amazing.
Yeah, I'll send you some yeast files. I'll just start growing yeast. In fact, I got two. I've got the I have a yeast I need to start growing, and I just got for Christmas a what's it called? Kumis. not class. The I can't remember the name of the. It's like yogurt, but it's not yogurt. Kumis in Argentina.
I think Alex has rendered you some yeast files, JJ, for tomorrow.
He said today.
It's been
That
rendering
file is so big.
charge for you.
It took 10 minutes to download.
How large was it?
20 gigs.
So,
20 gigs using Frame.io, but Frame.io uses all your bandwidth.
No hands on this question.
yep.
This is wrong. SuperSource is wrong.
Copy that.
There are no hands on this question.
Yep, copy that.
Flag is wrong.
There are none on the next question either.
Copy that.
And we've now run out of first hour questions. They're all on deck.
Excellent. How many are left on deck?
Just one, which is the discussion for the OH 2.0.
Cool. We're spot on time.
Oh, yeah, I got to build that for you. Okay, so you wanted. Dennis, for second hour, you want you in the large frame, right?
Yeah. But
build
only
that.
when I'm only showing the slide.
I'm going to build that.
I'll turn on my camera in office hours now for the second hour.
Awesome. We can pop him in the 3.2 then, can't we, JJ?
Sorry? Oh, you want you in 3.2?
Yeah. Either that or just all Dennis.
Last
Now
one, all
I'll
Dennis.
leave audio in here as soon as the second hour starts.
Let's see. Stay away from the super source for a second. I gotta try and fix this or make one, please. Okay, that's 2. So this one.
If you get a chance, JJ, I'm probably going to go to the smart gallery for the join.
One hand not accepted on the next question. So no
Copy that.
super source yet.
So I'm building the new one. Okay, wait, hold on.
And it's only George who's got his hand up.
Okay, and then I need. I want to hide this one. How to do this? How to do this? Okay. One, don't use one. No, use one. What's size one? Size one is 60 and 2 is 28. Okay. I get 32. 28, 32. 1 is 60. So let's clear this one. Oh, Christ. Ah. All right, this is really hard.
Three more questions. Next one has two hands and one proto hand.
Copy that.
Yeah, I can't do it until there's no more questions.
Three hands and all stable.
Am I still staying away from
And a
Super
fourth
Quick?
hand.
Yeah, let me try it one more time. So I can do this.
And the 4-up is now broken. So don't use that.
Yeah. Come on. 2. Okay. Same. What happened? Two. High. 4. High. Hide. Save. Save. Okay, good. And then, okay, go ahead and take super source. Hold on, just for a bit.
Do we have options for updating the multi-view 16?
Yeah, what do you need?
We've still got Dennis in 3.2 and we've got a blank in 2.4.
Copy that.
Double Dennis, I should say. No,
Copy
treble
that.
Dennis.
There you go.
Nice. There you go. Getting there.
Who's here? Oh, Preto. I can use meters, don't they?
Eunice should be popping on his camera as well at some point.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
when he
has
does-
his camera on.
Mine
Does-
also.
One of the people. Okay, let me go grab you on this. I gotta put you in. Oh, cool. You're here. Let me put you in.
Put them with him.
Hey, Jonas, you're in 10. 3.2.
Copy that.
Thanks.
And we don't have anything to replace the meters. Confirmed.
Okay, this is now the last question of this hour.
Not enough people. Unless
Copy that.
one of us turns our cameras on.
No problem. Copy that.
So once Dennis answer the question, I will start building the new superstars. Okay, Dennis?
Okay. I will use
Hey,
my
did you-
super source initially.
Sorry, Jay, did you have access to changing the 16 grid to a 9 grid or to a 4, down and scale up and down? No.
I'd have to do that from the multi-view 16.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, I think that might be able to do that. That's something I can do physically real quick.
Just something for whenever the panel gets tight.
Yeah, that's what that is we discussed. That is something that would make sense to jump to it, like at this point right now, have a 9.
It's mainly for the second hours because that's when the first hour people tend to
Yeah.
black camera. Oh, it's great. I'm using one right now. I love it. I love the trackpads.
Yeah, I like trackpads too. Spent so many years just using a laptop for my life.
Lovely.
Sony. Why are they using Sony's?
Because not everybody's part of the black magic cult.
Well, if they aren't, then what the heck? I signed up to a cult that was universal, not a cult that was partially.
Okay, I'm going to mute here now. I will be on office hours for the second hour.
Thanks, Dennis.
All right,
Have a
thanks,
good
Dennis.
second hour. Is that super source ready for Dennis now, JJ? Are you happy enough?
Is it? Oh, okay, good. Well, no, he's not taking it. If I take it now,
You
it'll
can't
ruin it
take it.
because I need Dennis to be accepted as the answer.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Don't use the super source immediately. Only when I'm on the slide only.
Copy that.
The second he's in, then I'll go build it. I mean, I've got it half built. Wait, where'd it go? What?
One 1.3, is that a black camera or is that someone who's left?
That's someone's. I think it's Jeffrey.
Copy that.
Yeah, it's Jeffrey. Ooh. Looks like you left.
Good point, Juan. Yeah, Jonas, you're a little off frame. You're amazingly a little off frame.
I wish I knew how long I was going to take with this. Okay, so let's see.
I'll have Tony text him.
There he is. Okay, so what is he? Okay, 2, 4, 1.
Is my framing better now?
Damn it!
Yeah, it looks better. Yona.
Right.
Just slightly to the right. You're right. That's it.
Great.
That's it. Thank you.
Oh, Christmas card. Oh, okay, cool.
And so Mitchell is the host for the second hour.
Yeah. To a theater near you. What the hell?
Yeah, having routing issues?
No, it's like, please don't save, 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 please don't save. Save. Okay. Okay.
Lots of killed cameras.
Bastards. Bastards. 3. Size. Location. Over. Okay, locked.
Not
Save.
unless he's feeling adventurous.
Save. Okay, super source 2. Do whatever you want. Okay, super source 2 is.
That's a very good question, Alex. How do you know?
Okay. Um, one, taking off cascading. Okay. So now I need Dennis. Where's Dennis? Dennis is in 4.
Dense is in 4, yeah. This is a good chance to try and. Are you still building the super source?
I'm fiddling with the what the cow? Yeah, I'm working on super source. Oh,
No problem.
like what is, why do I see that? That's Dennis. Okay, and then setting close out of box 3 to smart speaker. Okay, there you go. Super source is ready. Once Dennis
This
gets
is a question.
no. Okay, now to fix. I can't fix that. I can. Let's see who's got the cameras off. Chad. Is Chad here? Nope. Who else? Paskin. David Paskin. Great. All right, move Paskin to 15 and to 14. Okay. Move JJ
And let me know if you have the chance to try and test the moving the multi-view down to a 3x3.
2 and Bill to 14 and Paskin to 16 and Mobley to 11 and Paskin to 12 and Paskin to 8. There you go. We use that.
Do you want to try and a 3x3 in the multi-view, or are you happy enough?
Yeah, so I can try that. I gotta get over to the I go to the other room for that. Let me see. That's still physical. I don't have a way to do it with.
You can still do it through the thing. You can do it through the software, but JJ's left.
Okay. I mean, I can. I haven't done it before.
Whichever way you prefer.
I'll get to it. No, you're right. Let's try it. So Dennis is talking.
Yes, I'm basically still leaving it on smart speaker at the moment.
No, that's not great. What's it called? Multi-view. Multi-setup. Wait, what? Oh. Maybe it's in the constellation.
What, sorry?
This might be in the constellation, the multi-view here.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe
Okay,
let's
so-
not mess with it then.
Well, no, I can, let me fix that then. That's true. Uh-oh. Oh.
Ooh.
Pardon me.
What? Oh,
What was my 16?
what's happening there?
I think what that is. Gallery. Okay, so gallery view. Where is that built?
Are
If
you
we change
trying
the multi-view itself, would you change? Would that just change what's feeding the constellation as an input?
So I did actually. I went ahead and changed the output from the multi-view, and it didn't modify anything here.
Because it didn't modify my multi-view view either. So is that the right multi-view?
Oh, it's probably not the right multi-view.
Some other show just had the
I
multi-view.
forgot we've got 40 here. So
Maybe use the physical one instead.
there we go. All right.
Hey. Well,
I don't
that's interesting. That's not changed my view, but it has changed the one going out to the smart speaker. So that's good. Or to the gallery, smart gallery. Can we refill those holes then?
Which hole? Who's there?
It's
What are the
basically move
spots?
everyone into 1 to 9. Oh, it's gone back again.
Well, I did so I can figure out who. What is this?
That's the. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly what we should be. That's 1 to 9
One
instead of
through
1 to
nine.
16.
Is it okay? So
So 1.3, 3.
I can't tell who's who here. What locations those are?
Well, Chris Fenwick and Bill are off in
Okay.
the main multi-view.
Fenwick. So if I put Fenwick in 3, that works. Let's see. Let's put Fenwick.
Pardon me.
Fenwick. There you go. Fenwick. Is that?
That's it.
Yeah.
And Bill
Okay.
into 8.
And then
You probably want to put 2 into 4 as well, because that's. Oh no,
That's-
sorry.
No, that's Dennis.
oh scheisse. That was the Guy Cochran. Guy Cochran back in 5. That was great, Bill, just looking up. Bill, what'd you say, Bill in 8?
Yeah, but we might also have to move Jonas and because he's part of this presentation.
Oh yeah.
but he's currently out of the 9. We want to put Tony into 6 as well.
I want to spread out.
There you go. Yeah,
Frederick's there as well.
Fred goes away so frequently.
That's it.
Okay, I think
Wait,
that's good.
yeah. Do you want to put Tony into 6?
Is that a guy? Sure.
No, no, Guy is in 5 at the moment.
Oh,
Or Jesse.
Jesse. Jesse is Tony. All right, cool.
Awesome sauce.
Sweet.
There you go. So there's two multi-views then. There's one that's serving us and one that's actually had its information stripped that's serving the smart gallery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, by the looks of it. Because we're getting the one with all the information, because we're still seeing the 4x4 on our end.
Oh, cool.
I always wondered about that. I wondered how it was serving it. But so there's two multi-views involved, multi-view 16s.
Could be better. See. Okay, going to super full screen. Quick, give him the 9 up. Do it. Yes. Rebuilding the gallery. Let's rebuild the gallery.
Yeesh. That was yesterday.
Only logged 6 issues so far today, so that's not bad.
Yeah, none of them critical, I think, personally, apart from Smart Gallery, Smart Speaker even. Oof.
Choose life. Go away from the light. I need everything. Okay, go. Super source if you want.
Ooh,
I mean, or not. You can use picture.
tiny. Is that a bit weird though? He's the smaller one when he's speaking.
Well, I think that's what Dennis said he wanted.
He wanted to be. I think he wanted it for the presentation, but he did the super source himself for the presentation.
Well, he wanted me to replicate a super source. So
Okay.
I think he was planning on having slides.
Yes, but he put
For his
himself into the
faces?
slides like I did when I did mine. I mean, I'm happy to put it live if that's what we want, but it just looks weird to me.
Yeah, it looks weird to me too right now. I'd wait to see if Dennis starts sharing something.
Yeah,
There we go. He's sharing something. So this, yeah.
this is it. This is the moment he's looking for.
Yeah.
If I go back to using host reader supersource and host supersource, will that kill this?
Yeah.
Can you get
Totally
back to
break
it
it.
quickly?
Don't touch those right now.
No, not right now, but I mean, as in, are you able to go back to this easily enough, or is that something that has to be manually done like you just did?
Manually done, yeah.
Sure thing. No problem. Don't press the button.
And
Don't press that button that says don't press. Always the easy thing.
If I favorite this, it'll be a little easier. No, I can't.
Talalok is definitely not very well today, Noel. But he says he was a little better earlier on. I hope he's still a little better, even than he was earlier on.
Yeah, it did crash. I've seen it crash.
It crashed today during the show.
Dennis give you a new screen.
He did, but I didn't think it was relevant.
Issues.
Oh, I took it. When he was saying to join us, I was going to put that up, but he moved it. There it is.
Okay.
With this system, we can make Alex say anything we want.
And damn it. Cleaner. Yeah. They were rubbish. That was me by myself.
It was a very hard job.
JJ was terrible.
Absolutely horrifyingly hard job to do all those things and juggle them. I felt so bad for you whenever I was watching. I couldn't jump in to kind of say, I can help, when you were trying to switch it and do the sources on your own. It's kind of
It
spending
helps
time
put
with my family.
the
Sort
whole
of.
thing, opening it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have questions in this section. No.
Oh yeah, that's coming up soon. So I'll
There's about 6 questions up.
and what might happen is when the questions come in, well, we'll see.
Well, when the questions come in, I'll probably go back to using the super source as planned, correct?
So I'll have to fix the layout because so if questions comes in and Alex starts taking questions, you go ahead and click host super source. It's going to break this. And I've got to turn cascading on.
Well, do you want to do that now because he's finished his presentation?
Okay.
Breaking.
Cascade on. Did it break?
It's broken.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just can't get to that easily.
My kingdom for
Kingdom for some internet. Oh, sorry, my fault. Just want to edit the name. Preset is called yep.
Is that okay, JJ?
Let's The wrong host.
Well, and yeah, it's all over the place as well. But I think he's still working on it.
Oh yeah, let me fix it. That's that. Oops. What? Alex. And then 2. That's crazy.
Awesome.
Let me give you 2, 3. Hold on.
Thank you.
Where is it? What is it? 2, 4. There you go.
Awesome. Is that back to automatic moves? If I go to host reader? that will
Yeah,
do?
it just wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't set to automatic. I mean,
No.
2 was still in the old.
We
1
need to
was
set,
corrected. So now everything's normal.
well, we need to set reader again because we moved build, didn't we?
Yeah.
Thank you. Confirmed that's all working.
Good. Oh, really?
Wonder does Grant pay more attention to the tickets coming out 090? Does he give special attention to specific people because they're breaking things that he really needs to pay attention to? Obviously, because Grant does everything himself, doesn't have an entire team.
Understand what this is.
There's no drop down.
Hmm. Yeah, I noticed that. I thought it was something on my end. Sometimes it just looks really overblown as well on my end.
Yeah. I've been watching it in the Dolby room next door, and it's terrible. I think.
partners. Probably dangerous to do.
Yeah, honestly,
Sorry, Jay, you confirmed yesterday that the webinar is 1080, didn't you?
this one right here.
Yeah.
Let me double check. Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, because I'm getting the what's pinned on my screen as really low res.
Um,
But
okay, where am I?
things
Over
still
here.
doing.
Webinar.
It seems to maybe only to be when I'm pinned.
I need to keep that. Same.
720p.
720p might be because you're on a phone.
I can leave and see if it pops up.
No, Juan's saying it's 720p for him as well.
I can't look at it right now. It's running. I can't look at the settings. Switch it up.
There was a thing where phones brought it down, isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think what I'm seeing is something different.
Not iPads.
iPad,
brought
yeah.
it down.
But yeah, I'm receiving 720p. Only 12 frames a second and 8 frames a second. So, oh, question time. Oh,
Oops. Yes, but I know it needs more bandwidth.
2 gigs.
yeah, Tony's currently looking completely off the side of the shot. That was weird.
Remember, Alex is traffic man. So think.
Yeah, but then we say we wanted to see the animation in the second hour.
Yeah.
So it's leaving the super source up to let it animate every so often so we can see it. Isn't that still the intention?
Yeah. You're good. But both things are true.
That's clear.
That was just weird, the order of that it went to black first and then took them out. Come on, Fenwick. You can do it. There we go, Fenwick. Good job. I knew he was going to do it.
Oh, I missed that. Missed it. Oh.
Well, you got it.
I got it. I missed his hand gesture. He had a lovely little hand gesture.
Yeah.
If I had timed it just as he delivered it, it would have just been perfect.
Yeah.
If Jonas can hear me, go to a little bit more to your left.
He knows.
I think he settled back into the wrong position.
Oh, he said, I think I'm a little out of frame.
Oh, okay. Oh, I missed that.
He knows that. Okay.
He knows he's doing nothing about it. Oh, that's worse.
He knows, and he mentioned it while he was calling it out.
Who's talking about Tom?
Sorry to lock, I missed that.
Getting my wife the new phone so she can see this crap. No, just before.
For those not in California, that's at about 5 a.m.
He said at 5:48 a.m.
There you
and
go.
asked me about it at 5:53. Did you get that downloaded? What are you talking about? I just sat down, man.
Now, while you have a question, feel free to pop it through in Spanish or English.
I communicate with the panels from here with intercom.
We don't.
So
at the-
well, kind of. We don't. We do. So we have available to us now a Mukana interface. So what we have done is in the Mukana, which I really can't show you anywhere. There is a communication chat tool, which if we see someone's out of frame, if you've been a panelist before, like the folks here, Dennis, for instance, you can see as a panelist, we can send a message in the chat by text in the Mukana interface. The problem is they might not see it. So they're more helpful suggestions. Occasionally they'll see them, but until the panelists are better trained at always watching the Mukana chat interface, they wouldn't necessarily see it. Another thing we do that does also work is we usually have Discord up. And Discord's another way where sometimes if one of the panelists has their Discord up, they'll hear a notification and we can chat with them that way. Finally, in the public Mukana, and I figured now, well, you've probably been here before, on the right-hand side of the normal attendee version of Mukana, a lot of us talk back and forth in that right-hand just chat column. So, like Tim McCullough, you'll see him talking, or TJ. TJ has content that he just put in at 8:45. So TJ is often a panelist, so he'll pay attention there too. So Mukana is how we would talk to them. We don't have intercoms.
Yeah, that's it. It's not always reliable because we don't know if they're going to read it, but that's spot on. But we're not using comms at the moment to talk into their ears or interrupt for broadcast or anything like that.
There might be future though, because Zoom ISO.
Yeah. Oh, smart speaker's gone.
Jeffrey has been asking us to go in and use the heart under the comment that if we see that somebody has in panel view given us a note, we were to heart it that we've seen it and tried to adjust it.
Yeah, I mean, You want to switch to? Oh, I guess you can't. Since we're now in banter mode, Richard. Or are they done?
3 cheers for the banter button.
Seriously.
I totally agree.
Alex was saying about bringing back the question, but I don't think we've brought back the question very often. I don't think we've ever brought back the question, at least in the last couple of days. So I'm not too sure what he's saying.
We used to do that a little bit.
Ah, okay.
Is he saying not to?
He's saying not to. He says he kind of wants the question just to be up for a small amount of time and then go away.
Yeah, but is that the same as not going back to it?
He doesn't want to go back to it at any stage, he was saying.
Oh, okay.
That's a really good note for those of us cutting. Question in my mind becomes, can we use we're changing the 4-up super source, I heard, but can we use the super source without the question? I think that kind of looks odd with that space there for the question.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
considering
agreed.
doing a switch so that you could have another set of 16 super sources to use that don't leave the space for the question.
Yeah, physical. Exactly. They're laid out physically. Oh, sorry. Let's be honest.
And then you would just build a brain, two brains, one brain that has the list of the first super sources and one brain that has a list of the second super sources. And then you would just essentially have a router that sends that information to one or the other, depending on what the universe TD has decided.
And would you clarify the term brain for me, Talalok?
The brain is the actor that looks at the hands raised for the super source.
And that's in Isadora?
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
And it just iterates through preset names in Mix Effect. And so we would have another set of 16 preset names.
Awesome. Banter button activated.
Yeah, Chris Fenwick and Alex banter quite often.
They do.
Yeah, like right now in program, there's a spot for the question. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I was talking about, is using that without that spot for the question.
That's what we're talking about as well, Laura. We're talking about adding an extra system that allows us to use a super source without the gap set for the question.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think we're all agreed on that. We're straight there with you.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure because I heard the answer and then I heard you talking about the 16 at the same time and I was getting slightly confused. I'm sorry.
You're okay. The 16 is kind of what feeds the super source in that parlance, I believe, is what Talalok was referring to.
No, I was referring to 14 different
Cool, thank you.
names, and we're using 14, and we need another set of 14 that have that different size.
14 super sources? Templates? Yeah, cool, thank you.
Juan, ¿oíste eso? Lo que está pidiendo Alex. Quiere para cada uno de los super sources que tiene el nombre de cada persona, panelista ahí puesto. Entonces sería como 3 super sources al mismo tiempo.
Smart speaker is broken again.
It's doable but difficult, JJ.
Well, that's what he just said. He said it's difficult, but it'd be a flex.
Yeah.
So there's 2 things Alex is just saying.
Yeah.
Have it be the super source and here in the interface that we'd see the names of folks so that the TD wouldn't have to think of 1, 2, blah, 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 any of that. They just say Bill, JJ, blah, you know? Which that I think we can do.
That we can send back into the universe buttons easily.
Yep. They have templates. Yeah, they have a Casper farm. We've got 2 right now. Oh no, I'm lying. We've got 3.
Okay, bizarre question. Does anybody know what the future of the education hour is going to be once we go to 2.0 as the main system? Because he said something about getting rid of the webinar altogether.
It just means it'd be a meeting.
It'll be a meeting.
Okay. I was just curious because he's wanting to stream part of it. He's talking about possibly streaming part of it and not the rest of it. I'm confused.
That's great. Oh, come on.
Is that Fenwick just turned off his camera? 1.3.
Where'd he go? Yeah, he's still here. He's just camera off.
Cool, thank you.
It's hilarious. Yada, yada, yada. Oh, interesting. coffee.
You just assign people to the room. JJ, is your did you come on to this meeting with an iPad?
Yeah. Well, no.
Yeah. That's why
That's
things
not-
are that's why things are at 7:20.
Oh. Okay. That's how I talk every day. Unfortunately, that's my comms.
If you set it up in HD mode, that might shift. So you don't get the 2:4 ratio, you get the 16 by.
No, I don't have an iPad. I have a Samsung tablet.
Okay. They still may have that option.
I don't think so. I'll look around, but I haven't found it.
That's the reason that you're not getting 1080p, Richard.
It's my fault.
That's awesome. I was kind of worried because in my end, the multi-view is absolutely very hard to use. The main multi-view is fine on one screen because I'm getting that at 720, but the other one I'm getting is very, very low. It's practically 360.
What? This is hilarious.
I think, Adam, that it might have been pointed out to Alex that the more he disallows or discourages breakout rooms, the more that will push people out of after hours to have conversations rather than bringing the conversations into after hours.
Let's see.
We shall see what happens.
Yeah. That's also what I was thinking, Adam. That seems exactly contraindicative. But also, my guess, it might be to help out, folks like Lois. Yeah. Oh, interesting.
I think, and then within what Alex has said himself, he may not remember some of the things that he stated in the moment. So he may just be reversing something that he doesn't. He feels that he stated it and things have changed quickly enough that things have moved on. I'm not too sure, but it is interesting.
It's a document. Like trying to figure this out. We don't have fully set, and it's really important. Everybody has.
Sorry, Talok, could you repeat? You were breaking up there a wee bit. I know Adam, he's been stating it for months, but he's obviously decided that something's changed.
Yeah, I was just saying it's a growing document. Like, we're trying to do something that is kind of unprecedented and trying to build something with a bunch of different people involved. And it's a difficult thing and we're working through it. So I think patience is required as well.
Definitely.
And to Alex's credit, he is not resistant. He's not so set in his own ways that if something isn't working for the community, he won't change. He's much more flexible than that. It just takes some time to look at it, be introspective about it, and then change.
Okay, so Richard, oh wait, I'm muted. So
Yes.
I've left the room. I'm now just an attendee. Has it gotten better yet for you or no?
It hasn't got better for my end, but let me just set the stats and see what I'm receiving. I'm receiving 120 by 630. Sorry, not 120, but 1120 by 630. Oh, and I'm sending 1080. So that means I think we that has made a difference.
Okay. I'll just sit out here.
Oh, I'm down to sending 640 by 360, and then I'm back up to 1080. So someone's pinned me, and it's because I'm on speaker view and talking. So definitely the meeting has come back up to 1080. My reception of it might be something else, but I'll refresh and try and tweak that.
Cool. So I can set this up just to allow me to talk.
Perfect. Yeah, it hasn't done anything to my second pin. Not yet.
The difficulty for me though is that I've been using. I mean, I'll figure something else out. I've been using that tablet as my multi-view,
Yeah.
but I don't really need to see. I mean, I do. I just have more monitors. That thing works or not.
I think part of the problem is that you can't pin two things to a second screen. You can only pin one thing. So it means I have to have the main multi-view on one screen and then the 16 on another screen.
Oh, this looks so bad. What's going on? Getting blown up.
Легко дымится коробка.
JJ, 1.2 and 1.3, are they cameras off or are they left meeting? JJ, I'm not hearing a response. Just to want to make sure that. Is that because you're looking at it or because?
Sorry. At this point, I'd have to reset the routes to figure out who that is.
No problem.
I can't tell. I know Fenwick was one of them, and I know
Yeah.
he's still
Fenwick
around.
was
Just put his
1.3.
camera off.
And so we're
Just
putting
the-
meters in and the
Okay.
so we don't have a dead
Let's see.
the meters and the spectrometer, whatever it is, the waves.
Star. Is that 2? I can't see it anymore.
That is correct. That's the waveform in.
Okay, and is JJ still around?
Is JJ still around?
I'm still around. Jesse.
Jesse's not, no. I'm not seeing them in anything. Oh,
There you go.
There he is, perfect.
Yeah, I want to make a show about cars.
I'll do one about programming.
I could do one about Leather jewelry.
I want one about tractors.
Tractors, that'd be fun. But yes.
Maybe it is. Oh, tease.
NDI? Did you just say he'd use NDI? And he hates NDI.
So if you would like to rebuild the system tomorrow, JJ, for NDI, that would be great.
Actually, that wouldn't be too hard, honestly.
Impressive.
Well,
Very
with the hardware we've got, it wouldn't be that impossible.
You just need 7 machines with 7 Zoom drones. The rest we can do easily.
I don't need 7 machines.
I think you've got that.
I do, but they're not all part of the system.
Zoom rooms you do because they only give you 3.
Does that mean you need 3 screens and 3 screen scripts per machine, or an NDI receiver to pump into the constellation?
I could do it. I'd have to use the Casper boxes. I've got enough computers to do it. Actually, I could build that in parallel. I have enough computers. I got 16 PCs right now that aren't doing much.
I don't know if it's not accepted, but the super source didn't update there with Dennis. He's in for the next two questions and it didn't update for this one at least. Keith, if you're still recording.
I bet it wasn't accepted.
Yeah, quite possibly. I think it's accepted now, but it hasn't changed.
Jonas is there as well.
I know, but that's why it's. I'm looking at panel view and it looks accepted, but it's still there as Jonas. We'll see. Dennis is up for the next one as well, so we'll see what happens.
There you go. Oh, weird. Updated for a second. And then
Updated for a second, then moved on. Yeah, it's not updated again. There it is.
I'm gonna put my camera on for this next one, for the end of the show.
Sorry, JJ?
Put my camera on for the end of the show.
Yeah, go for it. Can you put yourself into the box 1.2?
2, that's 2. All right. Is it there? Okay, good.
That's program at the moment.
Yep.
Is that going to be you?
Probably. If I do it too soon, it'll throw Alex totally off. Wait till the end of the show.
Copy that.
I have no idea if I'm in frame. Okay, here we go. It's a quick gamble.
Okay, JJ, I'm ready to go to the 16 if you're popping in. There you are.
I'm in.
You're framed perfectly, sir.
Excellent.
Whereas Jonas is still too far to his right.
I like for a good contrast.
Cut the black.
Green. Jonas is green on one side.
That worked well.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can reach the deadline of middle of January, but we'll make it work.
Middle of January? I thought it was end of January. Whoops.
I thought it's middle of February, but I mean, he didn't specify the year, so.
Well, you asked about putting it. I can't put it in. I want to put it here, and I could even think about it because I hadn't thought about putting the bots into a meeting or into a breakout room. We could do that too. We could do this testing in a breakout. Yeah. You realize I can just drive your house, pick it up faster than it is.
Thanks for everyone who came into the training. Hope you got some good information. Feel free to send questions through once this meeting closes in the lab if you like. To anyone who wants to give things a go tomorrow, feel free to put up your hands in the lab as well, and we'll get you all set up. And it's handy to know who wants to play ahead of time, so we can prep for that. But thank you very much.
Thanks, Richard.
JJ, you can go ahead and kill the stream of this meeting.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Gudkun.
Thanks, everyone.
Yes.
Bye.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.